sit out down the yard. They either turn up at dinner time or they turn up at breakfast time. Andrew just got me butty from the shop and they've turned up for a load of sugar beet pellets just as my sandwich arrived. So I'm just going to quickly eat it and load them up. Come to get sugar beet out and the drain's in the way. So I'll move this out of the way. Just had a slight incident with this tractor of Adam's. It was in the way, so I lifted the linkage up with this button here and it went up a little bit. I pressed it a bit more and it went up a little bit more. And then as I was backing out the shed and then I started going down the yard, the drainer was hitting the floor, so I pressed it again to lift it a little bit more. It did. Then I took my finger off the button and then there was a crunch. And it obviously carried on lifting up. And now it's damaged the top of the cab up there. It's chipped the fiberglass. So better ring him and break the news to him. I'm blaming John Deere for having ridiculously short lift arms so that they can get the lift capacity somewhere near a fence. If they had longer lift arms, the machinery would be further away. Load now heading out on T&J sugar beet pellets. It's got something very special on the back of the cab. Colin McRae. I've been thinking about this and people always want to chip the John Deere, so maybe Adam will be happy about it. Original 7.5 there at Joe's and Bill's. Going out rolling with our rollers. Come back shiny later. Found the difference between the two fence. It's the key, as well as the dashboard. Fancy keys. Right, fence have all this technology, but all they need is a sticker to tell you which colour valves got stuff plugged in the back. Which is the yellow? Is it plugged in the yellow?
Yeah. So I'll let you work it out. See how user-friendly it is.
Well, that's the red, that's the green, that's green, that's red. And then there's yellow down here. Oh, I see, that's the top one, isn't it? So you want it minus? Float or minus?
No, minus pumping.
No fucking timer on it. There we go.
At least it's flowing.
Well, yeah, that's the one we put in the other year, isn't it? Yeah, it's coming straight out of that and into that. But really, we want to connect in there, don't we? Probably have to dig a bit more and drill through. How long has that bucket been there? Not as long as that pile of soil. How clean that water is there. You could drink it. Imagine what it'd be like if we ploughed. It'd be brown.
Right.
Yeah, I can see the spade going past the end. And the water's flowing into that pipe. Like where it's coming out of that. And it's just not appearing in the manhole.
I don't deep that manhole, will it?
How weird's that? Where is that water going? Right, can anyone explain this phenomenon? That water there is flowing along, going into that drain there.
The last 20 minutes.
And it's just, can you get to see the pipe? I'll get my phone wet. And it's not arriving in the manhole.
A foot away.
A foot away.
Phone dry.
Weird.
Daddy.
Just shows you though, just hold on Olivia, it just shows you though how much the ground's like a sponge because it's not rained properly for a week. We had a little bit the other afternoon, but that pipe is basically running night and day, sort of half rate, and all that water's just coming all out of this field. So next time it rains it can absorb even more, and that's the key, having the drains and the ditches working all the time so that when we do get rainfall they can hold it like a big sponge. Adam's just gone over there now, setting the laser up. Give us fall, and we're taking a drain that way to where he stood over there. And again, for the benefit of Olivia, so that thing's spinning around, firing a laser beam dead level in all directions, and we're putting a drain that way, and we've got a metre of fall because the ground rises a metre. So what we've done is we've twisted the laser beam, so instead of it throwing itself level, it's now throwing itself at an angle up a metre where Adam stood. So when we put the draining machine in here now at like 2 or 3 foot deep, we'll cut a trench 2 or 3 foot deep, dead level, all the way over there, no matter whether the ground rises and falls on the way. So we've basically twisted the laser. Did you get it?
Nope.
Well, the viewers will.
Is this clay?
Is it the tractor or the laser bleeping?
Tractor was beeping.
Should have got a job to fend. I'll do a slow-mo way of the chain working and you can see how it chops its way through like a chainsaw. Look at them 2 drains we've just hit already. Perfect. They're flowing pretty well. It's definitely going to drain this field. We just set off and forgot to put the pipe in. And we're off again. Going a bit quicker today. We tightened the chain yesterday, we could hear it slipping. So it's good going as well. Just making a new saw for cutting a pipe, and I've put the tape on the wrong end, so it's pulling rather than pushing. Pushing rather than pulling. I have to cut the tape off and start at the other end. What make are these pipes?
Cherry.
Churri.
You dick. Cherry.
This is snap. And then it's even warm, it's been dropping on that. So it's made a bit of a mess with the last bit of it, but we'll sort that in the autumn. We got to this wet hole anyway. Sand underneath, that's why it's wet. I know why this tractor now is 150 odd grand. Because it's got a digital radio. And that must be the aerial there in that window. It's quite neat that now. All fastened up, going into there. A bit of water coming in now, because we've got 2 drains coming into it now instead of 1. So what was disappearing down the side is obviously now can't cope. It's coming in the manhole. Put a bit of stone on top of it and fill it in. Bit of gravel going in. Three, 2, 1. Ah, he's false start. He can't keep up. We're pulling a digger as well. Go at the edge. Is that the pork man or the lamb man? Man has got hold of. Oh, it looks like pork. Joe, who we combined for, has some outdoor reared pigs, so he's doing these pork boxes if anyone's interested. I think they're about 40 quid. I'll get me a snap-on steak knife and see what's inside. We got big joint, small sausages, big sausages, racks of ribs. Don't know what that is. Gammon. What do you call that? Someone will know, leave in the comments. Burgers. Is that crackling? That must be, mustn't it? Good. See if we can fit it in the fridge. Just noticed what he's done. He's on Instagram actually as well, so if you want to find him, have a look. I wish it was a lamb box off Amanda's sheep, because I really like mint sauce, and mint sauce on bacon doesn't really go. Goes on every other food, to be fair, but mainly chips, but not really on bacon. Filling the sprayer up now with some of this Elevate stuff. It smells gorgeous. It smells like a garden centre, because it's all like micronutrients that they must put on all the different flowers. So it's just to go onto the rake with a herbicide to give it a bit of a boost and knock some of the weed out, but like I say, it smells lovely. So it's got like molasses in it or something. So I need about 100 litres, so turn that tap off now. And then top up with water. Put my chemical in and just waiting for that up there to rise from 2,000 to 3,000, there we go. This is my recipe I'm putting on. So I'm just filling it up now. Pulling in this field now of oilseed rape. There's some pigeons in the middle. We've got these blocks here to stop people driving on the field, and then where's one of me gate blockers. So the sprayer just straddles it and just drives straight over it. You see we were in the other week with the digger moving the concrete blocks from over there. I don't know if you see on the camera, but the pigeons are right in the middle of the field over there. bird's eye view on the sprayer. So we'll put the booms in auto on this box. We'll turn the GPS on this one for the field, and then put that into the corner, and we'll turn the sprayer on with that. This is to kill the mayweed that's growing in the oilseed rape, hopefully. So keep your eyes peeled to actually the pigeons take off in it. That's all the boom sections turned on now with the green lights. So when I get to the end of the field, they'll be straight down a little bit. I've just started, so we're on the headland at the moment. This is the joystick forwards and backwards, this is the speed of the sprayer. This is the handle. So I've got 90 litres per hectare on. That means I can get a lot done in one tank full. Currently spraying about 14k, which equates to 50 point something hectares an hour. Obviously with 36 metres wide, it's probably quite a lot of ground. In fact, we're doing 15k coming down that hill, so 50.8 hectares an hour on the screen here. Look on that screen there, you can see the GPS turning the sections on as I come off the headland over to the side. That's the little triangle closer. See them turning on now. We've got 3 sections on, 4 sections on. In a second you'll have the 5th section coming on. And then there's an overlap the way the tram lines is worked out, so that left hand one probably won't turn on. I'm not sure how clear it was, but if you look right on the centre of the screen now, you'll see the sprayer is this bit, and you'll see it come on in like 3, there's 1, 2, 3, there you go, 6 sections of the boom have turned on now, because we're in the tram line, and then it's bang onto that blue line there, so it's basically painting the field where we've done. I've tried to zoom out, but it won't zoom out enough to show you the size of the field and the shape of it, but it's gone pointing north now, so that's why they've spun round. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but if you look, the plants are quite chewed here because the pigeons have been having a go at them, and then as you get closer to the road where they don't like landing, sort of here, the plants start to get bigger, and there's more leaves on them. It shows you the damage that the pigeons can do. I don't know if anyone remembers, but I lengthened that ram on the sprayer because it wasn't folding up properly and into its holder. Anyway, it was working fine for a few weeks, and now it started acting up again. And I was on the phone to Matt at the time, my mate Matt, and he's got a spray the same, and he went, it's not stretched the banana joint, has it? And anyway, it has, because it's ripped. That crack there. So I'll have to sort that out, because that's why it won't fold up properly. It's really annoying. I'm having one of them days with this spray. That ram seal looks to be gone, but the suspension's messing around and it's not sitting level when it should be. But yeah, I can't get that to go back in its holder. I'm jumping up and pulling it over by hand. So after messing around with the drainer, I eventually got spraying. I've done 2 blocks of oilseed rape. I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 6 blocks to do, so I feel like I'm a bit behind. It's now starting to go dark. The sun's setting over there. That boom thing's got a crack in it, and the suspension started acting up. So I've had enough for today. I'll have to see what I can get done tomorrow, or order some bits and then sort it out on Monday. So I was going to say that's about all for today, but I've not showed you what yesterday's quiz question was and given you one for today, so hold on. So this is today's quiz question. What is that certificate for on the sprayer? If you know, leave a comment in the box. And yeah, yesterday's quiz question, them little flaps, loads of people had remembered because I had showed you when the combine arrived. They are, in fact, yeah, they measure which way the wind's blowing and how hard it is, and then if the wind's blowing really hard, you throw the straw really far into the wind so that the chaff and the straw is spread evenly across the back, and obviously not very far in the direction that the wind's going, otherwise the wind would carry it. You'd end up throwing it into the crop you've not cut, or like uneven distribution and lumpy spits, which would cause slug problems and things. So we want it nice and even behind the combine, so that's what they're for. It was one of the cheapest options I could put on it. They were about £300. So I put them on because they just make life a bit easier, especially when working by the river. So that is now all for today. So see you all tomorrow. Hopefully it's another good day, it's dry, and we can get on with stuff. And we're going to try and work in some ground up as well for some spring cereals. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. We're at 8,000 or something now. It'd be amazing if we can get to 10,000 before the year's out anyway. So if you've enjoyed the videos or you like them, tell your friends about them, tell them to subscribe, tell them to keep watching, and see you soon. Bye.